Hey, this is Nerion, and welcome back to another brand new episode of First Take, the non-professional game review series where myself and a special guest will sit down and take a look at a demo or a short game from an indie developer. So in this case, we are going to be looking at a demo today for a title that has not yet come out, called Unusual Findings. It may have a slight spin on Stranger Things and the Goonies, and joining me to take a look at this game today is Mad Monkey Wrench. Welcome to your first game review with me.
Woohoo! I exist.
He does exist.
I do exist. Can confirm.
Yeah, so I'm going to put you on the spot. Maybe you just want to introduce yourself slightly. People might recognize your voice from some other content out there in the YouTube verse.
From the random points that I show up on other people's things now.
Yes. Yeah, so, yeah.
No, point of fact, though, the Mad is actually just how I get some of my names. Like, my moniker is just Monkey Wrench, but half the time, like, I don't know who else uses Monkey Wrench, but you really mess up my profiles, because I can't get it half the time, so I'll just add something stupid in there.
One might say they threw a wrench in it.
Yeah, they threw a wrench in my plans.
Yeah, but no, it's I know we've been trying to I've been wanting to get you on this for a little while, and our hours and times have not really lined up very well.
Yeah. Mostly because we're almost on the opposite side of the planet and I work nights.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit trickier. So yeah, we're doing this on a Sunday night for me. But yeah, so we're going to be diving into, like I said, Unusual Findings. You know nothing about this game. I've told you as much as what I've told everyone so far in the video, is that it's got a Stranger Things Goonies vibe.
Yeah, I hear 8-bit music and see pixels, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, it is a point and click to my knowledge. I've tried to avoid looking at any gameplay. Obviously I look at enough to know if I want to review it. But yeah, I don't know what we're getting ourselves into, but it looks exciting. And so we're going to stick started. If anyone's new to this series, what's going to happen now is I'm going to be playing through the game while Monkey watches along. And then once we're done with the playthrough, we're going to do a review, a little score at the end, where we'll look at different aspects of the game and just give sort of a final verdict of how we felt about it. But without further ado and delay, we will jump right in, and we're definitely going to be playing in English, but just out of curiosity, because this is a review, we will see they covered quite a lot of languages for this game, so that's good to see.
Yeah, wow. Wait, was that last one Chinese, or?
I think it was, yeah, Chinese, I think.
That's a difficult one to translate into.
A little bit,
or Arab, for that matter.
A little bit of background though on the people who made this game. It's coming out later this year sometime, and it's developed by Epic Llama and published by Buka Entertainment.
I like their name.
Yeah, good names. Let's go. Oh, here we go. That was there's two play buttons.
You get a push play button, then a play button.
Wait a second. They're using my font. That's my font.
They kind of are.
That is 100% identical font that I'm using for my name.
Well, like 95% at least.
That's 100%. I guarantee you. I recognize these little dots here above the N and below the N. That's exactly my font I use. That's hilarious. Well, you guys are getting the brownie points for using a good font. So
at least it's not in your colors.
That's true.
Wave 255.
Am I supposed to do something? Okay.
What?
Vincent Falco, what did I tell you?
But Dad!
What did I tell you?
That...
Oh, he just unplugged that man's game.
Exactly, and that means no TV, no radio, and no video games.
That's so unfair.
Are you joking? You and your criminal friends blew away half of Mrs. Johnson's garden.
Okay, this is good. I'm loving the vibe so far.
That's very 80s. You and your friends blew up the neighbor's yard.
I regret nothing. We did it for research purposes. I'm sorry it was an accident. We didn't know that sodium was so volatile.
Well, I would hope you knew what you were messing with, so...
Yeah, I'll be apologetic.
I'm sorry. It was an accident. We didn't know that sodium was so volatile.
Vinny, you're a smart kid, and I'm glad you like science. But there are a lot of things to do other than electrocuting, burning, or blowing stuff up.
I get the point. I'm sorry.
But that's
much
all
better.
the fun things.
But you are still grounded, so no video games. You understand me?
I understand.
That's much better. See you tomorrow. But just in case you didn't understand me well enough, I'll be taking these cartridges with me.
But Dad!
Hey, it takes courage to apologize when you did something wrong. You're growing, and I'm proud of you.
That means I'm not grounded anymore?
Nope.
No.
But it reduces your sentence. I don't want you to think that your decisions don't have consequences. Because believe me, they do. Sooner or later, you're gonna have to deal with the results of your actions. Remember, your attitudes toward other people matters. Anyways,
Wow.
I'm locking this door. Good night.
Why did you turn the light on the way out? Why were they just standing there having a conversation in the dark if he turns the light on the way out?
Someone's throwing rocks in my window. If I had to guess, it's Nick or Tony. Probably Nick. I should open the window to see what's going on.
I mean, probably because he was playing video games in the dark, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Look at nightstand, search nightstand, talk to nightstand. Oh,
I can't talk to that.
Good to know. Can you talk to the lamp?
Talking with lamps is a clear sign of madness.
oh no, I'm too tempted to talk to stuff. That's a Back to the Future poster.
Just talk to everything. That is clearly a Back to the Future poster.
I can't talk to that.
And then we got
I can't
the
talk to that.
pixelated Millennium Falcon and Yoda at the bottom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Doc Martinez told me I should avoid heavy lifting if I want to grow taller. And Samantha Silverman is taller than me. So that's a no-go for now.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I can't talk to that.
you can keep trying.
I can't talk to
You have
that.
to try to talk to all the things because eventually one of them is going to be an Easter egg, right? That's how this works.
I feel like it is.
I can't talk to that. I can't talk to that. I can't talk to that.
I will turn off the TV. We'll go to the window, I guess.
You guess,
Someone's
do you
throwing
look at
rocks
it or
in my
open it?
window. Eh. Someone's.
Oh.
I should open the.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. Okay, open the window.
Hey, Vinny! Shh! Shut up!
I guess her name is Vinny.
I'm grounded.
Oh, yeah. Well, me too. I think everyone heard about our, experiment near Mrs. Johnson's garden.
Then what are you doing here?
Are you crazy? The last of the crap Tony needs to make a signal descrambler came in the mail! We're gonna get pay-per-view cable for free. We gotta get to Tony's house.
No,
I'm
you're
not
going to
so
find
sure,
aliens
Nick.
because this is the 80s.
3 words, man. Naked chicks on TV.
Those are 4 words. But you win. Give me a minute. Just keep it quiet, all right?
You
Okay.
go
then.
to the window box?
I can't talk to that.
Nope. What's this? Oh.
It's your inventory.
Okay.
It's the standard 80s gym bag inventory.
Just gonna turn the music down a little bit, I think, just Okay, I'm just streamer mode.
You might want to turn the crickets down too.
Oh, disables licensed music. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that because I can't have licensed music anyway, so that's good. I'm glad they had that as a setting.
Yeah, they put a lot of thought into a lot of these pieces.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good that they have that option because I want to make sure, of course, that I don't get hit. 1 second. Okay. What's this? Oh, is this?
Oh, it highlights the things you can interact with.
That's cool. So,
When
think that's what it
Brian
wants you to do
Broken Arms Tuscan tried that last year, he earned his nickname. Since then, he doesn't hang out with us anymore.
so I need to go and grab something inside, probably. Open
Maybe
wardrobe.
something in the closet. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
door's locked. I don't recall where I left the key, but it should be around here somewhere.
Of course, you locked your closet and lost the key.
In
No more
typical
cool
fashion.
stuff hiding here. I already been through these a bunch of times.
Bike pegs.
Bike pegs.
Maybe it's in the bed somewhere then.
Doc Martinez told me and
Oh.
Samantha. So that's
That's the same speech from earlier. Can I go this way? I don't think I can. Apparently WASD also controls the mouse.
That's interesting.
That's cool though. It's good to know for like what you can use. Well, pretty much. What else can I search?
You haven't interacted with. Well, the pegs are probably what you're looking for.
Oh yeah, well probably.
it could be fun to start practicing BMX stunts again. It could be fun to start practicing.
Oh, okay, it's the same thing. Okay.
I already broke one like that, so models are to look at, not to play with.
Well, at least he learned.
Nonsense.
He's learning. What?
So what are the other things you can interact with here? Because I saw like one all the way over on the right.
Oh yeah. I guess that's him, and I don't know what that is. I think I just search through the window box, maybe.
Hey, there's the key to my wardrobe.
Oh,
Now
nice.
I remember. I put it here because my sister is allergic to these flowers. Now that I say it out loud, man, I sound paranoid. But I'm almost positive she uses my things when I'm out.
I mean,
Definitely paranoid.
yeah, 100% paranoid.
Rad.
Red.
Oh god.
Hey, my old Roboto battle station! What were you doing there? But when I
Yeah,
was a
so
little
you're getting
kid, I
ready to
used to
make
pretend that this was a battle station named Roboto. I wrote Mr. Roboto on it with a marker.
Of course you did.
I need to combine this with this, maybe?
Yep.
Wow, it's like I put 2 and 2 together. I don't
Well,
know how
2 and 1.
I don't know how much you played point and click adventures when you were younger, but I kind of grew up
I
on
used to
playing
love
them.
Monkey Island.
Monkey Island's classic.
Uh-huh.
For me, it was Broken Sword. So now,
And then,
The
like
window
when I
of
was a
the
kid,
treehouse is
my mother
closed.
used to
You
play
should ask Nick to open it, or else
the
I'll end
Nancy
up
Drew
crashing
games with
through the
us
window.
when I was an older kid.
oh,
We'd sit
yeah.
down with my little brother and we sit there and play through the Nancy Drew mystery games.
I think we have to grab Nick.
Hey, what?
I mean, it is the 80s and that is a treehouse.
Yeah, are you sure Tony made a signal to scramble it? Sure.
Are you sure Tony made a signal to scrambler?
Yes, yeah, of course. Probably.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe.
Okay, yeah.
The point is, there is a big chance of seeing uncensored adult movies tonight, and you shouldn't miss it.
Isn't Tony
Isn't Tony
grounded,
grounded too?
Yes, but his grandmother's deaf as a doornail. Remember the time we hid a llama in Tony's basement? She never found it.
Yeah, I guess she won't notice us either.
Okay.
I'm sure the 80s were never quite as epic as the movies make them out to be.
I want to believe that they were.
For someone, somewhere.
Is anyone around?
The coast is clear. You are safe to escape.
Perfect!
It's South Plains at night. What do you expect? Everyone is sleeping or watching TV.
Can you open the treehouse window?
Are you gonna use the zip line? Isn't that
Very
like
smart.
kinda risky? I mean, you could fall, your dad is going to find you all crippled, then he's going to call my parents, and I don't want that to happen.
Don't worry, man. If I break a
If I
leg,
break
I
it-
will silently crawl back to my home.
Okay, I understand. I guess a night of free pay-per-view cable is worth the risk.
Yeah, totally worth the risk.
Why wasn't there a door on the other side?
I don't know. I mean, I don't question it. Well, I don't need his help if I got the thing right, so.
Just give me a minute.
Okay, but hurry!
Here goes everything.
Okay, this is my one-way ticket out. Let's make this thing spin.
One way.
Or another.
I wonder what would have happened if you didn't open the window.
Crash? Oh, okay, now we got like, that was very smooth.
is Carl Weezer approved.
Yeah, he's got the little flag and everything.
Those tall banana seats. The garden they blew up.
Music by Dead or Alive? Really?
Is that still a vial of sodium sitting on the ground?
The only sneak peek I did get was that at the end of this game, it plays Never Gonna Give You Up, I'm pretty sure. So that's why I had to make
So
sure
it
that...
Rick rolls you.
That's why I put the streamer mode on, because I don't want to get... That's just going to be annoying to edit. I'd rather it play like different music as opposed to me having to like remove music. I'm digging this intro though. It's like set up like a proper like 80s movie.
Yeah.
Oh, there's that facility we shouldn't go to.
We're just all the people are ignoring the kids riding at midnight on their bikes. Is that the Dark Crystal poster? Wow. These are pretty good renditions.
Yeah. There are so many tropes. That are, like,
Pixelated
80s.
Kevin Costner on the...
We climb the vine. Yep.
Because vines are always strong
Hey,
enough to
Tony,
hold children.
we're here.
Did we miss anything?
No, not really. I'm almost done connecting the antenna.
Are you sure this is going to work? Why does it even need the antenna if we're trying to pick up cable?
I installed a transmitter on the cable box down the street. That way there's no big obvious wires leading right to this house. And believe me, this thing has way more power than we need to watch free cable.
You still have those pony bed sheets?
Yeah, the pony cartoon has its moments. And my grandmother thinks ponies are cool.
Okie dokie then.
Don't go around saying that. You poor, poor child. I mean,
Ye-
like what you like, but don't let people bully you. This is the 80s.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like ponies.
Don't go around saying that. Ponies are lame.
If you want to bring a girl to this room, you should definitely get rid of that.
Hey, I told you my grandmother thinks it's cool. I can't argue that much with a World War II veteran.
Anyways,
Okay, he has
when
a
are we
valid
gonna
point.
start watching adult television?
After some final adjustments.
Those
Can you
bed
move
sheets
the
are
antenna a
definitely
bit?
giving us the side eye, though.
Okay, let me try.
Cookies?
Infinity Stones?
Oh no. What the hell?
Nope. It's aliens.
It's working.
What the hell is that?
Looks like some kind of sci-fi movie.
From China? What language is this even in?
I have no idea. But I didn't build a descrambler, so we could catch the international channel. Let's try another one.
Oh, nope.
Something's wrong. This thing is on every single channel.
On the plus side, we can watch Chinese movies.
What the hell was that?
That wasn't a shooting star.
I don't think that was a movie.
What do you mean?
It could be possible that we just witnessed some sort of distress call from a spaceship that just crashed into South Plains Greenwoods.
I'm
Very
not
specific.
sure. What if it was just the weirdest coincidence ever?
Then what are we waiting for? That wasn't far from here. Let's go find out.
But what about the cable girls?
Look, if that was an alien spaceship, we could be the first humans to meet beings from another planet. Don't you want to be part of human history?
But the girls?
I'm pretty sure that if we become part of human history, we'll get more girls than if we stay home stealing cable.
You got a point. Let's get moving.
Don't know how I would be eager to get to a very specific reason he had for what just happened.
Yeah. He just immediately, the whole thing run down in one
According to my
sentence.
calculations, we must be near.
Yeah, it
What
smells like burnt
calculations?
ass.
Like,
It's too bumpy.
Hey, it's
We'll
an
have
80s
to walk
movie. The nerd's always doing calculations.
I think this game is also like a slight parody on 80s films, because they always like know where specifically to go for their, to find like in the Goonies, right?
Yeah.
Half
With
burnt tree.
the rock just happens to line up perfectly.
Yeah.
I can't talk to that.
Oh.
Oh, come on. Maybe it's an alien.
Timber!
A half burnt tree. There we go. Is his name Liquid?
Liquid? The nerd's name is always something like
What
that.
do you want me to do? Lap up the puddle of yuck?
Like chunk. Oh, Liquid behind him. I was like,
Oh. I assumed it was his name too, because
so did I. I thought it could be that. It could be like a nickname he has. Like he's like a science geek and he's into like lots of different like formulas and shit. Yeah.
he's the water to their sodium.
Okay, am I supposed to? Oh,
Don't add water and sodium, kids. That's very dangerous. Oh, there's a wheel over there you can interact with. And bushes.
older knife gate valve.
Talk to it.
This rusty thing controls the flow of the stream. I can't talk to that.
Just gonna try
Yes,
to.
you can. Just try.
I can't move it. It's too rusty.
Let me give it a try. Yeah, this is too rusty. We need something to lube it up.
You go talk to the bushes.
Hello? Is anybody in there?
I'm happy nobody answered.
You really give it a chance, man.
I was about to say, you just immediately said something
Can't
else
find
and nobody
anything in
could.
this bush.
That's risky. Pinewoods. Here we go. Let's continue onwards. I mean, that's good to know.
Nope,
I can just
nothing
click.
in this scene.
Oh, you can speed walk if you like double click. You can run faster. That's cool. That's cool. Okay. A weird tree.
See, this one's an alien.
This tree gives me the creeps. I prefer not to talk to vegetation.
You
I
talked to
can't-
the bush a minute ago.
That's true. Okay.
It's a tree, all right. And it's not going anywhere.
Oh, oh, oh.
Look, the bushes are moving.
Hello?
Mr. Extraterrestrial, is that you? We saw your transmission. We come in peace.
They don't...
Those are not the aliens we're looking for. Those are wolves.
I knew this was a bad idea.
Quick! Pretend to be bigger! Wolves almost never attack adults!
Go away! I've got a mortgage to pay. Shoo! Shoo!
Really?
Shut up! It's working. Shoo! Shoo! I have 3 kids and a boring job. Shoo!
This isn't working.
Any other plan?
No, keep going. I'm sure it is.
Let's scare them by acting aggressive. I charge them, you cover me. Run.
That seems like a great idea.
Every man for himself, let the quicker mourn the slower. I'm tempted to, like, usually you would run, but I'm tempted to do something stupid as well.
You can't outrun wolves.
Let's scare them by acting aggressive. I'll charge them. You cover me.
Are you sure about this?
I saw it in a documentary. A honey badger did this
This
to
is
a group
gonna
of
end
lions
badly.
and he escaped.
Those aren't lions. We're not honey badgers.
We aren't honey badgers.
And this is not a documentary.
Let's give it a try. We have nothing to lose.
Other
maybe
than our
I'm-
life.
Are you sure we don't have any other option?
Okay, those wolves were bad
I
enough,
think it
but
didn't
that
matter what you
sound
chose.
perturbed me even
Yeah,
more.
same here.
If that was an alien, aliens are loud.
We should get away from here before the wolves change their minds.
It sounded like, is it like the sound of the alien makes in Cloverfield, or am I thinking of something else?
No, I think it's War of the Worlds.
Yes, War of the
When
Worlds.
the walkers are, yeah.
What are you doing here? This is no time to visit the woods, kids. Didn't you know the area's full of wolves?
Yeah, we just saw some of them over there.
You were lucky they didn't attack you. You better get home. If you do it quick, I won't tell your parents about this.
Sir, yes, sir. Let's go.
Third.
Wait! Do you know what this blue liquid is?
It was like this when we got here.
Did you see or hear anything else unusual tonight?
No.
Something tells me you're not being honest with me. Does anyone else know that you...
What the hell?
Holy shit.
Run!
Let's get to the treehouse.
That took a turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the situation. There's a killer alien in town, and we're the only ones that know about it.
We should tell the police.
We could try, but I don't think they'll believe us.
We could at least tell the park rangers that one of their guys was attacked in the woods.
That makes sense.
I think we should stop it ourselves. Who knows how many people that creature is going to kill
No,
before
no,
the
no, we don't
police
need adult
realize what's
help.
up?
Any suggestions on how we're gonna do that?
I was thinking of setting a trap. A bear trap. No one can escape a bear trap.
I think
It
it would
was
be
floating.
better if we could ensnare him with a strong net. He seems to have long limbs, so, in my opinion, a net would be the more effective option.
We could dig a big hole and cover it with leaves.
Who do you think you are? Willie E. Coyote?
Because your net idea is so much better.
Just
Please remind
barely
me,
not
what are
the
we trying to
actual
catch
name.
again? An alien or a shark?
Gentlemen, please, there's no need to argue. Look, we don't know anything about this alien, except that it's all gangly and likes to stab people. Maybe we should take a blanket approach, you know? Cover all our bases. We can put together a bigger trap that uses all 3 ideas. The hole, the net, and the bear trap.
At least if it fails, nobody can point fingers.
Sounds fair to me. And don't worry about digging the hole. I'm sure the bull will help us with that. He owes me big time.
Wow, congratulations. You have beaten the demo. Want to know more? Add it to your Steam wishlist. Well, there we go. We have reached the end.
Look at the background. We get to fight Rufio.
Okay, so yeah, now we come to the review portion. Again, if you're new to this, don't forget that the scoring system is a little bit different. So
It's basic.
it's very basic, yeah. So just keep that in mind. It's a little bit unique, so it's a 3-point scoring system. 3 out of 3, we loved it. 2 out of 3, it's decent. And 1 out of 3, it's a thing.
That
Now,
exists.
It exists, yes. It was potentially present in your game.
More than likely, it seemed to be of this plane.
Yes. Now, just so everyone's aware, for our newest viewers, for something to score a 3, it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Again, a game can have flaws or improvement suggestions, but you know, if we loved it, we loved it. So, when it comes to the categories that we look at in this review series, we score gameplay, visuals, sound, and story, followed up with our final verdict at the end, sort of final thoughts, and how much we recommend this title. So let's get started with gameplay. So I think the main thing going into this is taking into consideration, and I know you've had quite a bit of experience with playing point-and-click adventures as well. So it is a point-and-click adventure as far as gameplay goes, and I thought it was like actually very well executed, even down to
fair
like
amount of interaction too.
Yeah. It was very intuitive, very easy to use. Like you click on something and you get the 3 options. I know when I've played some older like point-and-click adventures, sometimes you'd either have to like left-click to talk to something, right-click to examine it, but this one would actually give you that little wheel with the three different options of interacting with everything, which was nice.
Well, and I do like that it gives you all 3 options for everything and doesn't bar anything, so you can just sit there and randomly click on every single thing to see if you can pop up an Easter egg.
Exactly. Yeah. Which for some stuff there was some different dialogue aside from the I can't talk to that. Like I think what was it was in the bedroom. I think when he said about talking to the lamp and being insane or something along those lines.
It's a sure sign of madness.
Yeah. That was it. It was also nice to see that they had the little hints option in the top right to highlight, because
to highlight what you can and can't interact with.
Yeah, which I think you don't have to, because with most point-and-click adventures, half the objective is trying to find what you can interact with, right? But sometimes it can be frustrating. Sometimes it could be some one tiny small little pixel on the entire screen that you have to click, and you just keep missing it. So it's nice to have that option, I think, in there with the gameplay.
I'm sure it also gave them a nice solid point to anchor that touch box with.
Exactly, yeah. I also found that the menu and everything was really easy to use. Like I said at the very beginning, it was nice that they had the option for streamer mode to remove licensed. So if you're anyone that's planning to like stream this game when it comes out on Twitch, or like myself, probably even play it on your YouTube channel, you don't have to worry about dealing with, copyright issues, which is nice.
Well, and I will say, like, for an indie developer, for a smaller developer to have that many translations on the demo, much less the actual game, like that's
there was like at least 8.
Something.
There was like 8 languages, which was with most like demos, like you say, indie titles. I mean, sometimes you don't even get more than one option. It's just that's it, one language option.
It's whatever it was made in. Yeah.
And then there was some nice touches, like being able to just some intuitive things like double clicking to walk faster. Might not be something some people might automatically clue in, but I think
no, but it's also automatic. Like when you're getting impatient with it, you're gonna end up double clicking buttons anyway. So like when you're already getting impatient with it, then you're gonna accidentally find out that you can make it go faster, and then all of a sudden you're not as impatient.
Exactly. Yeah. No, everything was overall I was quite happy with the gameplay. It was very smooth. Sometimes one of my main concerns is sort of how the game's going to run, if there's going to be any bugs and stuff like that, or running in windowed, full screen windowed, that sort of stuff. And everything was just very seamless, very smooth. Options it seemed to have like options, a lot of options in the menu as well. With a lot of indie games, you don't even maybe have a menu. You have like play and exit, and that's it. And you can pause. So yeah, they definitely give you a lot of nice. What am I looking like? What's the word I'm looking for? Qualities?
I don't know.
Qualities? No qualities. Not nice to haves. There's another way to say this. There's a lot of.
I do not know which word you're going for.
I'm trying to, there's like a phrase that you say when it's like
amenities. I have no idea.
Not slice of life, like life of something. My brain is like fried. What's going on?
I started out with no idea. I now have less of an idea than I started out with. I do not know.
Yeah, something that makes the overall experience easier. I think. My God, that's gonna bug me now. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Like,
I just know what you're talking about from the beginning.
yeah, not perks, but you know what I mean. Like, there's
You're talking like ease of access stuff. I don't know.
Yeah,
you
but there's like
slice of life, and I just completely threw me. I don't have any idea where we're going.
Slice of life is an anime genre, so it's just like quality of life. It's quality of life. That's what I think I'm looking for. It's a quality of life added extras where you normally wouldn't get all these extra options in small games like this. Usually you only see like these options like streamer mode and that available in like big AAA titles, games that have bigger budgets
or at
them.
least games that have like studios, big full-size studios behind them. Like
Exactly.
They don't necessarily have to be AAA titles, but having that backing, and they've clearly got a good programmer with them, at least one.
Definitely, 100%. So yeah, quality of life is what I was looking for. I just fumbled my way through that completely.
If it wasn't, it's what we're going with now.
Yes, if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure I'm right though. But anyway,
You usually are.
So is there anything? Thanks. Is there anything else you would like to comment on in regards to the gameplay?
I mean, there probably was until you asked me.
Great.
No, it was fun. I do like, well, no, that's for a later category.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was just a classic point and click adventure, move back and forth, interact with this, interact with that, combine your things in inventory.
Yeah. As far as if we're looking at a gameplay perspective, when we compare it to all point and click adventures, I would say this is definitely up there. Like, it's top tier point and click adventure gameplay. From at least all the point and clicks I've played. So, yeah, I think when it comes to the score,
I mean, it's no Monkey Island, but
no. Well, yeah. It's hard to beat the classics sometimes.
No, it is good though. It's been put together well.
So
gameplay, what I did like. Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I did like, and I didn't even think about this because I wasn't looking where the rope was going. When you had him open the window before you zip line down, I wasn't even thinking about the potential consequences in the game, and it does seem like there are going to be some.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, it feels that way. I just remembered something in the gameplay. The Space Invaders at the very beginning. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Were you actually playing that?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't realize at first, and then I realized I could control it, so that was cool.
It's also an 80s game, so there's probably going to be some scene later on in which we're actually, semi-playing Galactica. Galactica, yeah.
Possibly. Anyway, gameplay. So I think we're giving that a 3 out of 3. We loved it. Absolutely.
3 out of 3. Would play again.
So moving on to the next category, which is visuals. I'll let you lead with this one.
Well, that was the other category. I said that, I started to say something. This is the category for it. I love all the little 8-bit posters. It's just like every other frame is an 8-bit poster from something or another. Dark Crystal, Back to the Future, the original Star Wars. Yeah. And they were pretty well made. Like, they weren't... you could easily tell what they were. Like, they were well put together. And I doubt that they just... somebody had to build those. I doubt that they just scanned in posters and had them made 8-bit, because they don't usually come out that well when you run them through.
Yeah, I mean, either way, if they made them from scratch or downscaled the original posters, either way, job well done, because either way probably isn't super easy. I mean, there's a lot of these 8-bit games out there now these days, and I think if you're looking for a visually a top tier 8-bit game, I feel like this is up there. It ticks all the boxes. It's executed really well. and it's very like it obviously still has a lot of, you know, it doesn't feel like it's too retro, like it's like a like modern 8-bit, because it's still very smooth.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's not grainy.
Yeah. Character models and everything is detailed enough for what you want when it comes to an 8-bit game. Overall, the use of the colors and the designs for, you know, characters' clothing, the houses and everything, like it captures, you know, the 80s vibe, the 80s genre
Aesthetic.
the overall aesthetic extremely well. You know, because like as soon as you're in it, it's like, oh, it's screaming like, you know, Ferris Bueller and Goonies and Stranger. I know Stranger Things is modern, but Stranger Things is like.
And what was that one? What was that one when they were walking across the railroad tracks and stuff to go see the dead body that the one of them found?
Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Stephen King one, yeah. Or It. You know, anything that was.
It's a bit
anything from the 80s, like it captures an element from all those famous tropes from the 80s, I think, whether it's the video games or the overall aesthetic from the movies. And
of course it's the 80s, so kids never actually get in any real trouble for anything. You just get grounded.
Yeah. Oh, E.T. I suppose we should mention E.T., right?
You've always got to mention E.T., but when it comes to video games, we don't talk about E.T.
No, we don't talk about. No. Leave it buried in the desert.
Yeah. Leave all of them buried in the desert. That is a treasure map nobody will ever follow.
But yeah, I think sometimes with like for me, 80s has a very specific color palette, especially when it comes to anything that's somewhat sci-fi related as well, and I think that was also done extremely well here. Like that was spot on.
Yeah, it's always got like a kind of fog of war feel to it.
Yeah.
Where everything's like just outside of immediate perception.
Yep.
Like it's all still there, but is it?
Or is it not? With the visuals though, do you have anything else that specifically jumped out at you? Or
I mean, other than like we were saying with the posters, like their 8-bit, their pixelation is very good. Like everything is identifiable. There's a lot of times with 8-bit stuff where you'll just look at it and you go, I think that's this or this other thing entirely.
Yeah, or
like everything was pretty obviously what it was.
Yeah, or you're like, I don't know what this is supposed to be.
It's like I have no idea what this is, and then you look at the description, you're like, how did you get that?
Yeah,
out of that?
You had like little Star Wars figurines as well, which was nice, like Yoda and the Millennium Falcons. That was cool.
And even as basic as they were, like you just immediately goes like, that's the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah. I did like the design of your inventory system. That was quite nice. the
80s gym bag.
Is it a gym bag or is it like a?
It's a gym bag. It's a tote.
Yeah, it's a tote. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Tote, gym bag, same thing. You Brit.
I apologize. So Monkey, what are we going to give the visuals?
Absolutely a 3. Well done.
Absolutely, a 0. No, 3 out of 3. No, 100%.
That's not even on our chart.
I know. I'm just making shit up now.
That's what we do.
Yep. No, definitely a 3 out of 3. Nailed it, 100%. So next,
Carl Weezer approves.
He does. Next category is sound. I know I disabled the licensable music, but even so, the music that was used in the game was amazing. That was, I think, the main thing that jumped out to me, just booting the game up first time.
I don't know that anything we did immediately would have had licensed music in it.
The ending. I know the ending has Rick Astley, 100%.
The ending of the demo?
Yeah, where they're dancing and it's showing you previews for other
we
stuff.
avoided your Rickroll.
Yeah, well, you did. I didn't, because I saw it briefly when I was, because I wasn't too sure whether to check this game out yet or not. So I obviously had to look at it a little bit. But with what I did see, I caught a clip of "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Never gonna let you down, never gonna let you down. It's a cover. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Overall, the sound, voice acting was really good. I thought. You know.
Yeah, I mean, they all sounded like kids.
There was a
which was a big problem in the 80s, where voiceovers didn't usually sound like the kids that you were looking at.
Oh yeah, you'd have like in English, it'd be like, "Hey Jimmy," and then in like Spanish, "Por favor, Jimmy." Like, oh, something ridiculous. But I felt that there was just the right amount of cheese as well in the voice acting. Like it wasn't, I wouldn't say it was B-movie like voice acting, but it had the right amount for like, oh yeah, this is 80s. This is like,
it's that enunciation you got out of child actors in the 80s, like that over practiced, which it wasn't a bad thing. It became its own thing, but there's that, you can hear it. Like you don't think to look for it, but you know when it's there and you know when you're missing it. It's like that over practiced enunciation from child actors.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. But it was the right amount. Like it's not a bad thing. It was good because it really, again, it just helps this game sort of capture, you know, this time period really well. So
yes, it does.
Yeah. Overall, so the music was great. The dialogue was great. Sound effects. I mean, we didn't really get exposed to too many sound effects.
There were a bunch of crickets in the background that you almost don't notice.
Yeah, there was some very subtle. There was some subtle elements in sort of the background sound effects, especially when you're in the woods. Then obviously the police officer getting murdered. So
yeah,
I was not
out of nowhere.
I was not expecting that, by the way.
Well, you see the alien, you come up, and what's gonna happen next? They're all gonna run. Like, no, that guy got stabbed.
Yeah, I knew something bad was gonna happen. I just wasn't expecting that.
This isn't like the Goonies at all.
No, this is not the Goonies. Like I said, it's like Goonies, Stranger Things, E.T. / everything else you can think of that you love that's kind of 80s themed. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have too much else to add to in regards to sound. I mean, overall, I thought it was done really well. Sound production was great.
Yeah, no, it was very smooth, very well implemented.
But yeah, again,
tree out of tree.
Tree out of trees. Wouldn't let me hug a tree though. I was very disappointed about that.
I mean, you didn't get to push one over.
That's
so
true.
You couldn't hug a tree, but you did get to bully one that already been burnt to the ground.
Yeah, if burning it down wasn't enough, just, you know, breaking it in half to finish it off. Yep, so 3 out of 3. That's what we are giving sound. We loved it. And finally, moving on to story. I think the story is probably a good chunk of why we felt that we weren't playing it that long.
Yeah, I did not realize we were playing that for like a half hour.
Because technically not a lot really happened. There was quite a lot of dialogue with them working out what's going on, talking, trying to, you know, get the TV working. But I think
because they need those pay-per-view girls.
Exactly.
The cable girls.
I mean, they decided that potentially getting murdered by aliens was a much better way to go with their evening.
Because it could get them the girls.
Exactly.
If they survive.
If they survive. No, so the story was actually really compelling, and I think that's part of the reason why the time went by so quick for us, and we thought, oh, we wouldn't done it with this like 10-15 minutes, and it's like half an hour.
Yeah. No, the story does seem like it's fleshed out. Like, from the little bit you see in the demo, it seems that the rest of it is going to be very held together and
Yeah,
At least semi-linear.
The story does feel like a parody. Like it does feel like they looked at Stranger Things and Goonies and E.T. and like all those like really popular ones and said, we're gonna do a combination of all of that as a parody and make it into a video game.
We're just gonna take the formula for good 80s content, and then we're gonna take all the ingredients and we're gonna put them in one big mixer.
Exactly.
And then we're just gonna make a mess of the counters. In a good way, though. Like lick the beater, kind of make a mess of the counters.
Yeah. I was surprised though, but I mean, I wouldn't say it was dark, but it definitely took a darker turn in the story. Like I was kind of expecting it to be a little bit more lighthearted. I didn't, like I said, I wasn't expecting
more Goonies, less It.
Yeah, more Goonies, less It. But I guess if they're taking inspiration from Stranger Things, I mean, Stranger Things isn't all bubblegum and lollipops all the time.
I wouldn't know. I never watched it.
Oh, okay. Well, Stranger Things has some very dark elements to it, with creatures in it.
I know vaguely how it goes.
Yeah.
An inside-out world, Dungeons and Dragons monsters.
Yeah. But no, I wasn't expecting the police officer to get impaled from behind.
No.
But yeah, no.
I almost expected the ranger to be an alien, and then
that's what I was thinking.
Stabbed by one.
So when that happened, I was thinking like, oh, he's an alien, or I was expecting it to just be a normal scene, and like they would leave and go back to their place or something.
Or at least if they were gonna kill him, like they kill him off screen, like you hear a scream in the distant woods, and then.
Yeah, like
maybe
maybe
run away.
Like the thing turns up and the police officer turns around and the kids run off and they hear a scream and we don't see it. That's why. But no, just straight out.
Just straight up stabbed him through the chest from the back.
Yep, lifted him up. I mean, all that was left to do is maybe like skin the guy alive.
Well, they did that off screen.
Yeah, probably. We assume that. I'm guessing that the blue liquid was probably blood from one of the aliens.
That was kind of the given assumption. Like, I don't know if it'll be more interesting than that. Maybe it's like alien hydraulic fluid or something.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, the overall story, immediately engaging from the beginning. Before we even kind of got down to the actual plot of this, crash landing,
Dad, I don't want to be grounded. I didn't mean to blow up the neighbor's garden with dangerous chemicals.
That's another thing, and I suppose we could have touched on this in the gameplay, but there was a decent amount of options available in the dialogue. I felt for each situation, like it gave you quite a lot of dialogue options, which was nice.
Even though there were only a couple of them, like they seemed to cover the possible answers.
Yeah, well, in some cases, I think like when we first met with Nick and we were trying to get across to the treehouse, there was like 5 or 6 options of things to talk to him about, which was nice.
And of course, the kid's going to be more interactive with his buddy in the treehouse outside his house than he is going to be with his dad, who's grounding him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of one bad thing to say about the story. Honestly, everything was. I'm really engaged. I can't wait for this game to come out. I'm probably gonna play it when it comes out.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get it and play.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna feature this as a let's play on my channel. I don't know. I might stream it as well. Maybe I'll include it as part of my indie stream, and so I'll do it both on Twitch and on YouTube. I don't know. Either way, I'm definitely going to keep an eye out for it and grab it as soon as I can.
I think I might just get it to play it.
So I'm going to do as it says and add it to my wish list. But yeah, so story-wise,
3 out of 3.
3 out of 3 as well. We loved it. 100% got me hooked. I want to know more. I want to find out what else is going to happen. I want to see what other silly video games I can play inside this game.
Oh, that's gonna be cool. You end up in an arcade or something, and you can sit there and play.
There was some preview
Like
pictures
Dig
for an
Dug or
arcade.
something.
There was some preview pictures for an arcade, so I think that might be possible. And it looks like the game's gonna have like a map as well, so you can choose what locations to travel to. That's cool. So yeah, now we come to the final verdict. So
In -1. Despite everything we've said.
Despite everything we've said, don't pick up this game when it comes out.
Yeah,
Don't.
no, absolutely
just
not.
Forget this video even exists. No, I don't really have anything else to kind of add to what we've already covered, only that I will just strongly recommend this to anyone who loves point-and-click adventures and or 80s style video games, or just 80s in general.
It has all the things a video game should have. Like, it keeps you going through these stories. It keeps to its style.
Exactly. Doesn't feel like it kind of from what we've experienced in the demo, it doesn't feel like it forgets at any point what it actually is supposed to be.
Yeah.
And I would honestly even recommend this game to people who aren't even really like big gamers. Like if you just love 80s movies and you somehow stumbled across a gaming channel like mine to watch a game review, I recommend you play this, even if it's the only video game you ever play. Like honestly, if you're into like the 80s genre, 80s movies, 80s music, yeah, I feel like this game could appeal to a lot of people who love point and click, 80s, 8-bit games. Like there's lots of I think that this game could appeal to a very, very, very broad audience, even like younger people, older people, like everyone, pretty much.
If you want to know what it was like to live in the 80s,
where they found aliens.
This game will give you some idea.
Yeah, where they found aliens
sort of.
impaling the local police with massive blades. So yeah, my final recommendation for the final verdict is just I would strongly recommend it. Add it to your wish list and grab it when it comes out.
I concur. Carl Weezer approves of the Epic Llama game.
So that has been our first take of Unusual Findings. Demo is available to play now. Wishlist on Steam from developer Epic Llama and publisher Buka Entertainment. Thank you, Monkey, for joining me finally for a game
Happy
review.
to be here. Quick question: when's the release of this game, or the proposed release?
It just says planned release for this year. It doesn't have a specific date. Yeah.
Well, hurry up, Epic Llama. I want it.
Hurry up. Yeah, so usually in this segment, I like to promote my guests' channels out there, but you don't really have anything going right now.
I don't have any. No.
But you have been in the past and still are quite involved with the Redirected channel, the Redirected crew. So I will be dropping links to their channel. Monkey's asked me to just drop a link to the Redirected crew, so go check him out. You'll probably find lots of content where he's in those videos.
I was in almost everything for like a year and a half. I've only recently stepped out, and I'm still in a few of the things as we're finishing up some series. But
yeah. What I will say though is that if you're watching this video close to its published date, you probably won't see a link there right now, but Monkey is eventually planning to get back into doing, or not get back into, because you never really did any before, but you're planning to get into doing some streaming at some point.
yeah, I'm planning to maybe get on Twitch. I don't know, big things, just fleshing out what I want to do, what I want to stream.
Exactly.
Getting myself in a point where I'm actually going to be interacting with anybody that's in the chat.
Yeah. So I mean, as of now, there is nothing specifically for Monkey, but feel free to check back later, or if you're watching this video a year later, there is potentially some links in the description to some of Monkey's channels. If he's Twitching, YouTubing, who knows? But I will make sure that those links are updated when it happens. So thank you.
Thank you, Nia.
No worries. And like I said, thank you. Hopefully I can have you back on the show again soon. It might not be soon because of the rate I do these reviews. It's like one a month at the moment. So
Well, like we said at the beginning, just finding time where the two of us can mash up time slots.
yeah. So this has been really fun, and thanks again for joining. for our first take of, again, I'll repeat myself, our first take of Unusual Findings. Myself and Monkey have once again been non-professional gamers. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content and check me out on Twitch. And we will see you very soon. That's a wrap.
Well, he will.